This is HD Ingles. Going to get a little bit serious today. Might have been called a rant because I'm irritated about a few things. So I may as well irritate you too. Of course, you could be irritated with me, but to each his own. I have been thinking a lot about what they call now deniers. You know, the definition of deny is to refute truth. I think close to it. But now there are some people who are deniers I have no use for. Take the Holocaust. I mean, that is well documented. There were even living Holocaust survivors today. And a lot of the documentation we have to thank General Eisenhower for, because he made sure that stuff was seen. Now, if you say you're a Holocaust denier, well, I have a problem with it. Now, let's talk about criminals or people on trial. Just about everybody who goes to trial for a crime says they're innocent. In other words, they're denying their guilt. Well, it's a known fact that every once in a while, someone goes on trial and they're convicted and they're really innocent. They're denying the fact that they're guilty, and the fact that they're guilty is incorrect. That's what I'm going to talk about. I'm just trying to make a point that you can deny something and what you say is true. What I want to talk about today is we have a bunch of people talking about deniers on the media. First, let's talk about misinformation. I'll just take one thing, for example. Everybody who refused to get vaccinated, and by the way, I'm an old man and I got vaccinated. I even took that booster, first one, but no more. But that's getting off track here. They called anyone who refused to take the vaccine a vaccine denier. Now, I don't understand that. For some reason, they didn't wish to do it. I don't see any one of those people standing up shooting people who are getting vaccinated. Free country, supposedly. My point is these people were called deniers. And the last few months, much of what those people said were true. That kind of thing bothers me. Calling vaccine refusers, sure, they refused to take it. I think you understand what I'm talking about. I hope so, because I'm not sure I do. But let's go to the next one. Let's talk about vote deniers. Hillary Clinton is still complaining about the 2016 election. She's not a denier. The Abrams woman down in Georgia is complaining about the 2018. Her election was stolen from her. But she's not a denier. She just argues it's wrong. Okay, now, if Trump says the 2016 election was rigged or pushed in a certain direction, he's a liar. Clinton and Abrams aren't liars, but Trump or anyone who agrees with him is a liar, a denier of truth. Now, when you talk about elections, I'll tell you what, my personal opinion, even though there's no real hard evidence about fraud, there were quite a few shenanigans went on during that time, especially with write-in voting. I don't like voting by mail. If you can't vote, don't show up, don't vote. I'm old, so I could be me in a year. I hope to make it in a month. But it bothers me that if you disagree with the powers to be, you're a liar and a denier. I just can't believe that with all the mail-in ballots, there weren't some shenanigans going on. And there were people blocked out of the vote counting process, wouldn't let the media in some cases. I cannot absolutely positively say that the election was rigged, but I believe it was. Maybe not greatly, but it was rigged. And on top of that, the media, who likes to call people who support Trump deniers and liars, they had a big hand in it. A big hand in that election. Why in the heck did they get the FBI to hold off on Hunter Biden's laptop? That was Russian disinformation, the same way the Steele dossier was Russian information. It wasn't. I'm the kind, I don't like to see people I agree with politically, let's talk politics, getting caught doing something wrong. I don't like to see that. But if they really did something wrong, well, that's the way the chips fall. But it seems that in the media today, if let's just call names, if a Democrat does something wrong, well, it's really not that important. I mean, what's a few billion between the Bidens and the Chinese? What the heck, right? I was upset when President Nixon resigned. But all that stuff happened, so it happened. What bothers me about it is all these great journalists who love to go after Republicans just sort of take a snooze if a Democrat does something wrong. That bothers me. Journalistic integrity. We're really losing something. Now, a lot of people say, oh, some of these left-wing outlets are really swell. Okay, they're really swell, but they're a bit prejudiced. There's no such thing as a left-wing extremist. But if you believe in the Constitution, you're a right-wing extremist. Figure that one out. I think I'm ranted long enough. You can either not listen, or listen and disagree, or listen and agree. hell, I can't tell you what to do. I don't want to tell you what to do, except I wish some people would think before they act and speak. I'll tell you what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to quit because I think I probably said enough to get myself in hot water with enough people. So what's going to happen now is I'm going to say goodbye and see you next time, maybe, if I haven't completely turned you off this time. Thank you for listening or watching.